I remember my first time playing Persona 4 Golden on my Vita. I didn't really know what to expect other than your run-of-the-mill JRPG, so when I was first thrown into the overworld and heard the sounds of the song Heartbeat, Heartbeat, I was a bit thrown off in the most delightful way possible.
Tell me why you did it, every dream falling apart. Tell me why you did it after the promise.
Catchy J-pop caught my attention and painted the picture that I was stepping into a different type of JRPG. The music felt distinctive, but quickly grew on me, and by the time I'd finished the game, Persona 4's soundtrack had cemented itself as one of my favorites. Each Persona game shares similarity in terms of how the music informs the game's attitude. For example, Persona 5's acid jazz
Where have you been searching all along, confessing twilight alone and on.
reflects its smooth, laid-back feel in its presentation. The game has a cafe, hipsterish quality to its overall vibe. The music also helps elevate themes of rebellion against political and social structures in society. Persona 3's rock-driven soundtrack
I will. I was far away from the country and jailed me to death by you.
accentuates the hardcore attitude of the game along with the themes associated with death and sacrifice. The genre that Persona 4 chooses to adhere to is pop rock, which makes sense for a few reasons. Pop inherently has a connection to adolescence and youth. There's also the direct connection to the fan-favorite character, Rise Kuchikawa, who is a pop star on hiatus. Persona 4 is also a game that deals a lot with vast dichotomy within its themes. Everyday lives of schoolchildren and small townsfolk are constantly being undercut by murder and nefariousness, as there's a mysterious killer on the loose. The bright, innocent elements of youth clash against the dark, brutal elements of murderous intent, which Persona 4 illustrates through songs like this.
I face out, I hold out, I reach out to the truth of my life, sicknesses, all the whole moment to now break away. Oh, God, let me out, can you let
There is also the dichotomy of being, which takes place within each of the main characters as their stories build up toward them coming to grips with the alternate versions of themselves. The versions that they hide or that they don't want to believe exists. This artistic divide is illustrated with its two-toned musical soundtrack, pop and rock playing the two sides. In Persona 4, everyday life sounds like yet when a character builds the courage to confront their own self, it sounds like hanging out at the mall sounds like while getting ready to enter the trenches of a dungeon sounds like the music of Persona 4 paints a picture of a poppy modern Japan, which reinforces a lot of what the game is going for thematically. Persona 4 even starts off on this note with its theme. What makes Persona 4's music even more special is that even though it aims to represent Japan from a youthful perspective, it doesn't forget that it's a JRPG, an anime-style JRPG, and so it makes plenty of room for songs like its opening menu music. Which, funny enough, was sampled by the rapper Logic.
This is real life, the only one we get to live. I remember being broken, thinking something's gotta give. This is real life, everything we do is legendary, and we gon' do it till the day we in the cemetery. Real life, it feel like I'm dreaming. Used to feel like I was nothing, now my life has meaning.
The driving force behind the effective use of Persona 4's music is repetition. We all know it well in video games. Repeated songs play for boss battles, water levels, menus, and more. However, as an 80-hour-long RPG, Persona 4 uses repetition in interesting ways. The way the game is laid out structurally allows for certain activities to have certain themes. For example, when you're hanging out with a friend, you hear when a mystery arises, you hear during the emotionally intense moments of the game, you often hear feelings legit rush back to me every time I hear that song. For me, the song that sort of encapsulates everything that Persona 4 does with its music is a song called Snowflakes. Now, if you haven't finished the game, I'm not going to get into any major spoilers, but this is a song that you only hear near the end of the game, so take that as you will. My first time hearing Snowflakes, I was caught off guard, like I'm sure many were. The song begins on a day that feels like any other, but the difference is, it's snowing. Winter has begun in Inaba, and by this point in the game, things are starting to wind down. The town is calm, peaceful, and you hear this song playing.
Snowflakes only on your face. A cold wind blows away the laughter from this treasure place. But in our memories it stays.
As opposed to songs like Heartbeat Heartbeat that I'd been predisposed to earlier through repetition of over 70 hours of play, Snowflakes broke the tradition that repetition had conditioned me for, and the song would play every day for a whole season. Snowflakes does more than set the tone. It tells a story, your story that you're currently engaged in. It does this subtly, but the themes are right there in the lyrics. Persona 4 is a game about the relationships and friendships that you build. It's about overcoming obstacles with people. It's about seeing yourself and others grow while you have the time in this community. And as your time with the game is coming to an end inevitably, Snowflakes is now the theme, and it reflects the culmination of your experience.
This is where we're safe and well, and a wind it feels a little colder now. Heat comes running like a spell, but laughter above.
That's the thematic power of Persona 4's soundtrack.
Thinking then this friendship it was built to last. He whispered away.
Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I want to give a shout out to Ian for helping me out. He's a big Persona fan, and he sort of helped me think deeper about the music in the game. Remember that OK Beast has a Patreon where you can support monetarily for perks and benefits, such as getting these videos early or having access to our bonus videos. Remember, we have a new video up every Friday. See you guys later.